And today is Thursday. So Thursday, what do we have for you every Thursday? My show lah, Seriously KAM. And today, in a very, very special interview, I get to interview my sister from another mother. She looks like me. Actually, she's better looking than me. She's more voluptuous, more gorgeous, and extra, extra talented. Who am I talking to? The superstar. One of the superstars from Train to Busan Peninsula. I give you Bella Rahim. You Bella Rahim. Sana. Mana kamera tu?
Hai korang. Hello. You see, sebab tak biasa kan, don't know where the camera is, don't know which angle camera tu ke, tak tahu semua ni.
Anyway, Bella, congratulations on your role as Major Jane in Peninsula. And I'm so happy. You know, when I watched the movie, I was like so excited. Honestly, it's such a good movie.
Thank you so much. I am so happy to be part of this
Kan?
wonderful film. Really, yeah, so honored.
So now that you have been, what do you call this? How should I say? Blasted all over Malaysia, Asia, and all over the world. How does it feel to be in such an epic movie like Peninsula?
Actually, I didn't know that I was going to be viral because to me, the focus is always on the Korean stars.
Of course.
So to me, it's like, wow, they are going to. To me, I'm just glad I did a small cameo and I'm happy.
Hey, but hello, you saved the day. If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be out. They'd still be there in Peninsula, kan? So how can you tell us, because I'm sure there are other actresses out there who also want to perhaps be in future Peninsula. How did you get this role? What's your process? Audition macam mana? Like how? Tell.
So basically, in May last year,
Okay.
I got a call from an agent asking me if I would be interested to cast for a new film by Yeon Sang-ho. So the first thing I say is yes.
Of course lah. Yes.
Yeah, yes. It's not because of the name. It's more of yes, I'm an actor and I need to work. Yeah.
Can't. It's like whoever lah. Yes.
The name sounded familiar to me. I said, like, macam familiar nama ni. So I started googling. Said, oh my god, it's Train to Busan. So I asked my agent, is it Train to Busan 2? Then she said, I don't know.
Okay, so they cannot say, right?
I can know because they don't know.
They don't know as
Yeah,
well.
they
Okay.
just know that he's directing this up and coming film,
Mm-mm.
and we don't know what the title is. So I went to the agency. Then I read. They only gave us a script. It's a dialogue. Okay,
Betul.
from the dialogue, then you have to, as an actor, you have to use your imagination how the scene would be like.
Was it the dialogue in the movie?
Yes.
Oh, because sometimes they audition you with different dialogues.
Yeah. So this is dialogue in the movie, but and again, because it's so disconnected that you don't know that it's a zombie movie. So when I read it, I said like, action. Oh, okay, let's do this. Then that's it. Like my agent was reading with me off camera, and then once they got the tape done already, they emailed it to Korea, and I didn't hear anything for about a month.
Okay,
So
okay.
to me, I'm so used to going to auditions and like don't get the job, right? So basically I just like, okay, just lepas lah. So a month after that, while it was a Sunday night, I had a steamboat dinner and we were going to Mama lepas tu. Then
What, steamboat and then Mama?
Mestilah teh or ice.
Steamboat dulu tapi Mama mesti. Okay.
Mama mesti.
Okay. Which steamboat is this?
Sukiya.
Okay.
Sukiya,
Okay.
at IPC.
Okay. Okay.
Then we went to my favorite mama, which is nanti datang.
Datang lah. Biarlah orang stalk you. You pun lagi satu dah famous, tak nak orang stalk pula. Like as if tak nak. People stalk me all the time.
Oh. So mama berdekatan. Okay. Then lepas tu I saw this message. My agent texted me and said, "Can I have your measurements?" Then I said like, "Oh, for what?" Because she represents me for commercials and stuff like that, right? Correct. So she said, "Oh, for the movie." So I said like, "Did I get it?" Then they said, "Oh, you're shortlisted." I said, "Cool." And again, shortlisted
doesn't mean lah. The shortlisted with the next 300 other actors around the globe kan.
Exactly. So lepas dah kasih measurement, and the reason why she texted me so late was because she got the text from Korea.
Okay, so of course time difference and all that. All right.
Then lepas tu, a couple of weeks after that, I was on my way to Bangsa. She texted me. She said like, they need to know how long can you stay in Korea.
Oh.
And then after that, I looked at the text and said, "Hang on, did I get the job?"
Kan, diorang tak nak kasih. Like, tell me, did I get it? Like, did I get it, babe?
Yes.
Like, did I get it?
No, the reason for the rush is because they were trying to set the date and they were trying to book me tickets. And hence because they knew that I was preparing to leave to Norway.
But how long were you there in Korea in the end?
I was there for about a week.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
they wanted
alright.
me to stay longer. They're so nice. They wanted me to stay for about 2 weeks.
Then?
And I couldn't because I had to leave immediately after that to Norway.
Norway was what?
Norway was I was doing a device theater.
All right.
Yeah, with two of my ex classmates from France.
Okay.
One is a Norwegian girl and the other one is an Englishman. So we decided to group up together and create a wonderful show.
Okay. So, will that show be coming here maybe after COVID? After your people can actually travel?
I'm hoping so.
Kan?
Kalau dapat funding for theater, hopefully, we can bring it to Asia.
Okay. So after that they told you you're on, and then what's the whole process very fast from that moment? Okay,
so when I got the confirmation in June. At first, I was like, "Wow, oh, yay!" Oh no, like because a lot of emotions because I'm excited, but I'm also trying to plan my schedule as well because I have existing work. I'm preparing to go to Norway. Then the person said, "Oh no, then I have to compile my documents to apply for
working visa." That one took how long? A few weeks, lah.
About a week because even I have compiled the documents, I'm waiting for Korea because they need to send in their documents. So yeah, to apply because basically it's everything lah, the plot of the movie and stuff like that, the cast, and so on and so forth. And I also had arranged for a personal trainer to work with me because it's more of stamina building. They told me I can't change, so whatever they custom me when I'm confirmed, I can't change my size. So if you think that I nak kurus sikit lah,
tak boleh.
Because they want you as how they saw you.
Correct.
when they casted you.
Mm-mm.
So what I did was I worked with a personal trainer to build stamina.
Mm-mm.
Because sometimes when it comes to action movies like this, you need to do takes like so many times.
Correct.
So you need to be like energetic and like prepare for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I also and then after all this happening, right? Next thing you know, I was already at the airport going to Korea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been such. I can imagine you sitting in the plane to Korea and yet you cannot believe you're on the way to Korea macam tu
Yes.
kan.
Actually, before boarding already, I was sitting down and I shared with you the first video, like telling everyone I'm hoping to save it to show you all when it comes out.
Yeah, correct.
I'm so glad I
Because
did.
you're not allowed to show anything until the movie's out. Good faham.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was
so
like that.
don't worry. What we're gonna have for you right now is a few compilation of videos and also pictures that Bella has taken when she was on the way, and of course at shoot. Which now, since the movie is out on GSC, TGV, and everywhere, you all should go and see Train to Busan Peninsula. So have a check out at Bella Rahim's reel.
Hai, tengah break sekarang. Hai, nama saya Bella Rahim. Saya di dalam perjalanan ke Korea untuk shoot filem Bando. Saya memegang watak seorang major menyelamatkan mangsa-mangsa dari serangan zombie. See you all soon.
All right, sorry, I was distracted by my messages. But yeah, that was Bella getting ready, and of course in Korea, and you can see lots of pictures with the cast. It's so exciting. But here's the thing, for those of you who have not seen Peninsula, you should really go and catch it in the movies. But because I've seen and I need to talk to her about it, so there's gonna be a bit of spoilers. So here's the thing.
Okay.
In Peninsula, okay, let's talk about your character, Major Jane. She's part of UN.
Yes.
Yes, United Nations, not American per se,
Not
because
American per se,
you
that's
you
right.
had your Malaysian accent.
Yes.
I realize Michelle Yeoh has made the Malaysian accent very popular. Okay, so Major Jane was part of the UN group troop that saved the day. I mean, you guys literally, if it wasn't for you, they would still be stuck, kan?
Yeah.
But there was also this part in the middle where the older gentleman, Elder Kim, was talking to you. You know, he was like, "Oh, I need to talk to Jane. Jane is coming." Da 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 da. So in the movie, how long have both your characters been talking to each other?
Okay. Joanne, I have to tell you honestly that I didn't know that part of the story at all.
At all until you watch it.
Until I watched it. So on July 14, I was like, I have a friend. I was telling my best friend who sat like 2 seats away from me, I have a friend. Oh my God. Like,
yeah, it seemed like, okay, so in the movie, it seemed he has been talking to you for a long
time, right?
A long time. And there's actually a special bond. There's some macam sayang tak sayang macam you know, because he's very excited. So no, Jane will do this. It's almost like, remember that, like old pen pals.
Yes.
Remember ICQ?
Yes. Yes, I remember. I'm that old, guys.
The millennials watching this is
Kena Google apa ICQ ni.
ICQ. I still remember pen pals, you know, where there's this purple sheet of thing where you list out which pen pals you want from which work,
I do that
from
too.
which country.
Yes.
You know, then you put down there, oh, I want pen pal from Italy, I want pen pal from Japan, I want pen pal from America. And then after a while, they match you with your pen pal. And then months later, you get this letter from America, and this is your new pen pal. And you're like, oh my God, ingat tak dulu?
Of course I ingat. Yeah. I I still practice snail mail, by the way. It's
What
snail
is
mail.
snail mail?
No, not snail mail. Snail mail.
What's
So
that's mailing. You
yeah,
actually buy stamp to mail.
yes. I buy,
Betul.
yes, like every trip I go, like 20 postcards with stamps, and I send
Oh,
them all to my family and close friends.
that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. So did you do postcards when you were in Korea? Sure,
No,
tak boleh.
tak ada postcard. I cari dah.
Okay, so in the
Mm,
movie, do you
mm,
think that what do you call it, Major Jane
yeah.
and Elder Kim
Mm.
share a more serious bond? Is there anything beyond just the casual, friendship?
You cakap soalan macam there's something going on
Tak
because
lah,
there's
aku
some of
cakap betul lah. Aku tengok movie tu aku nak tanya pun.
Okay, so after I watched the movie, then I started backtracking. I said, started creating this story,
Of
this
course.
behind story, and I feel that this is merely assumption, guys.
Assumptions, but
okay.
coming from Major Jane herself.
I feel that Elder Kim and Major Jane must have gone for some tours. Tours, not beach holiday, guys. Tours as in missions in the army.
Okay, because he's an
Yeah.
army man as
Yes, he
well.
is,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So they must have gone some tour, and judging from the ages as well,
Mm-mm.
the Elder Kim maybe his Major Jane's superior.
Yes.
So she must have followed under his command before, and now that he
Okay.
has retired, and she has moved on to becoming a major, so someone who has a high position. So I feel that there is this bond that they have created. They must have gone through a lot to have to create this bond.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Because it feels like he's been talking to her long
Yeah.
enough to actually know that she will come true.
Yes.
Whereas all the others were like, it's almost like this Major Jane could be his imaginary friend because the way the other two girls and all that were talking to him, it's like slightly mocking, like, oh, why
Yeah.
don't you tell her to come to the bridge
Yeah,
if she's really there,
yeah, if you guys are really close.
close, if you're that close, so there was all these underlying tones
Yeah.
but you see, when his reaction is always like, no, she will come, he always had faith.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-mm.
That is so amazing. I was so blown away, and I feel so sad that I didn't
Get to know that
meet him.
story
Yeah,
point, kan?
no,
Because that's my next question, because when you arrived,
yeah,
okay, you did not see him,
yeah.
and
I would have asked.
Yeah, you would have asked.
Yeah.
The reaction needed was, where was Elder Kim, or at least perhaps that was one point that they missed out, because she was there because of him, not because of the rest.
Yeah.
Of course she knows of the rest because he, like the other small girl also cited, like, oh, we are strong shoulder.
Yeah, that is so cute.
So which means she knows that he has a family stranded there. But since her relationship and her communication was mainly with him, when she comes down, the obvious reaction would be, where is Elder Kim?
Yeah.
And that wasn't addressed.
Yeah, that, and we could also assume again that when Major Jane doesn't see Elder Kim, which means
she knows
that he didn't make it, and the task is to rescue these people and get out of South Korea.
Correct. But that should have been communicated to you, so your reaction would be a little bit more different, which I'm sure, because when I saw the movie, she came down and she's like, don't worry, we're going to get you safe, but there was no like
looking out.
Yes, correct, which that would have just made it, for me as an actress, that would have been like, why am I communicating with this guy who's perhaps my senior, that I'm saving his family? Why would I not ask or even look up, like even like where it doesn't even have to be a word. So that's another thing for you, director. No, please don't. Please give her morals. Give her morals. So here's the thing, Bella. I mean, since we're talking about uncomfortable situation and all that, I will give you a few scenarios. Oh, sorry. The question before that was, I was wondering where the uncomfortable situation came from. Okay, so when you arrived, there was an uncomfortable situation, right? Because there was this tense moment where a weapon was drawn at you, in your face, was pointed at you, but your calmness kind of help diffuse that whole
Yeah.
situation.
Mm.
You know, you were very calm. You drop your tone. You
Yeah.
know, blah blah blah. So I wanted to ask you, in your real life, when you are in uncomfortable situation, how would your reaction be? So I'm going to give you three scenarios, and you can answer in any way you want. Funny, not funny, drama, couple, up to you. Okay, so let's just do question number one.
Okay.
Okay, so you walk
Ready.
into your apartment,
Okay.
okay, after a holiday, and you find your housemate has had a massive party in your apartment. Huh? She's just a housemate, okay? You're the owner of the apartment. There are drunk, unwanted guests pass out on your sofa, alcohol everywhere, the whole place smell. What would you do?
Oh my God! First, I would marah because they all trash my place.
Correct.
Second is because I can't stand mess. I will pick up. Will pick up.
What about the
everything and
people,
clean
the
up.
people that are still sleeping on the sofa? Will you wake them up?
Yes, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Okay. Then I marah. Then I will bangun like I will really slap them like, "Hey, bangun, bangun! No, bojo never ajar me." And then some more party this place. I will like shake them and ask them to get up. Yeah.
And throw them out, I hopefully.
No, I will make sure that they are sober first.
Or get them to clean the house.
Really? Did you see? You honestly think they will clean? I don't think so. I clean better. So let me clean. But I will sengaja sepak them a bit lah. You know? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, at least you're okay lah. You give your screaming match to your husband. Okay, next scenario.
Mm.
Okay, next scenario is you saw your best friend's husband getting PDA with someone who is not your best friend. Macam mana tu?
Oh.
This is a legit question because it happens every day in Bangsa.
Oh. Okay. I think it depends. Okay. If usually I mind my own business. Okay.
Okay.
But if it's like super duper close friend, my best friend, I
Macam
would
mana?
definitely approach him, pull him aside, excuse me, and pull him aside, and I will ask what's going on. If he is really having an affair, then I would tell him to tell my best friend. If not, I'm telling.
Okay, so you would actually do that. You will actually confront and not turn the other cheek or call your friend and say, "Hey, do you know that this is happening?"
No, I would ask. I would confront right away.
Mm.
Yeah, if it's my super best friend. If not, I would just tengok. Tak nak tengok lah. Lepas tu just walk off. Yeah. I
Okay.
usually mind my own business.
Well, I think in Asian society, we usually try to mind our own business until kita tak boleh tahan geram, kan? Okay, last one. Okay, you are watching a drive-in movie with your friend. Okay, and then all of a sudden, inside the car, he turns into a zombie right in front of your eyes. What would you do?
Oh, okay. Beside me, right?
Yes, beside you.
So first, I will get out of the car and close the door. Because zombie tak boleh buka pintu.
Betul ke? Oh my god!
Tapi pasal pintu Busanuan, dia tak boleh buka pintu. So, and then lepas tu, I'm going to take pictures, selfie, Insta story.
With the zombie?
Yeah, because the zombie in the car, what? So, I outside the car already, yeah! And then lepas tu, I don't think I can kill the zombie my own unless I have a weapon. If I have a weapon, I will try to attempt. If I don't, then I will ask for help. So, while waiting for help, I will also tell my family, like, real zombie, guys.
Banyaknya WhatsApp nak bagi family lah. Yang itulah, yang inilah.
I think in real life, I will just scream, close the door and scream.
So, how many ways can you kill a zombie?
Oh my god. Okay.
What is your top three?
My top three? Okay, gun.
Okay.
Yeah, you kill the zombie.
Lots of gun-slinging action in Peninsula.
Yes. Second is if you have like a metal pole, then you poke through the eye, because if you poke through the head is keras, so I don't think it's feasible. So,
really?
Yeah, you poke through the eye because that's the softest way to keep the brain.
Okay, good thing to note in case we have a zombie invasion soon in Malaysia.
Yes. And then the third one, you decapitate the leg so that it cannot run.
Hey,
I watch a zombie movie. I'm a zombie movie fan, okay? So
okay, here's the thing though. In the movie Peninsula, there were a few gadgets and gimmicks
yes,
to drive the the zombies away.
Yeah.
All right. So one thing which I learned from Peninsula is that the zombie are attracted to light. They can't see you very well. I mean,
Yes.
their eyesight is maybe like their whole flesh also like it's like
Mm.
going down. Kan.
Mm.
So they are attracted to lights and sound,
Yeah.
but they can't smell you because there was
Yeah.
another zombie movie that could smell human. So if you wanted to,
Yeah.
I think this was Zombieland or another movie,
World War Z. Is it
World
the
War
one with Brad
Z,
Pitt?
I
Yeah.
think so, where
Ah.
they had to put the dead skin
Oh no,
of the
that's
ex
another movie.
zombie.
Ah,
I mean, they had to leper like
right.
dengan baju because
Mm.
so they smell like them. They don't
Mm.
smell like human.
Yeah.
So but these zombies in Peninsula
Mm.
obviously cannot smell human,
Yeah.
right? So for them, it's just basically sight and sound.
Yes.
All right. So okay, so it depends on what kind of zombies you're gonna
Yes.
get, whether Angmo zombie or Asian zombie. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, here's the thing: in Peninsula, in
Mm.
the opening scene, there were a lot of American crossovers and
Yeah.
all that, right?
Mm.
Why did that happen? Did it happen because it was how would I say, collaboration with some American studio that they needed to put Americans into the movie?
I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure because again, I only saw it the first time during the premiere. But I think if there is a situation that like a zombie attack happened, like in South Korea, and it only happened for one day, I'm sure they seek out and ask for help. And because
South
uh,
Korea is very
yes,
close to American ties.
yes, yeah,
The American army will take over.
will
I
take
like
over,
the
yes.
fact that it started that way. It gave
Mm,
the whole movie a kind of an international appeal as well.
yes.
And I love it that they pick someone that is not American,
Mm,
still Asian, namely you,
yeah.
for the rescue scene. Okay, we're gonna show you another video that Bella has given us, which
Mm.
has some pictures and all that of her life backstage at the Peninsula.
Hai, tengah break sekarang. Bella shooting dekat Times Aerospace Korea. Dekat belakang, dekat depan Bella ialah helikopter. Dalam helikopter panas tapi berbaloi. Sekarang dia berada di Incheon, dia dekat airport untuk last scene. Sekarang dia tengah tunggu masa nak start shooting dan kita tengok macam mana.
Hear that the movie has budget for helicopter. I know it's big. How many choppers were there? You were in the real chopper, right?
I was in the real chopper.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
Isa, how many times do they have to take of the
Take off?
chopper, of the chopper coming down and all?
No, they didn't. They only did outside the chopper and inside the chopper. I
You mean the thing you had to fly? Yeah.
I wish I could.
So that was CGI?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay lah. Nak naik helicopter.
So you were there for a week. Of
Mm.
course, you met the actors, the main
Yes.
actors.
Yes.
Of course, everyone is heart throbbing at the hero of the
Yes.
movie. Although I think it's a heroine more than a hero. Apa nama dia?
Kang Dong-won.
That's his real name, right?
That's his real name, yes.
And his character name is Jeong Seok.
Chung Seok.
Chung Seok.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So when did you like Google all of them beforehand and find out what they have done and all that?
Yes, actually,
Did you stalk their Instagram first?
I
That's
did.
what I did.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't really have to. Well, I stopped for further information, but I already knew who they are.
Okay.
Because, okay, for example,
So this
Gang Dong
Jong
Won.
Seok is like huge then.
Yes, because he was a model first, and because
Okay.
I work in fashion,
Correct.
so he was a model first before he became an actor.
Okay.
And what I like about him is because the kind of movies that he picked to
Picks.
do, is basically very, it's not the normal movie. Not as in like it has a lot of characters in the movie. So he pick and choose like different types of characters. So it challenges him further. So that's why I admire about him. Lee Jung Hyun, the female
Yes.
actress, on the other hand, she was a K-pop star.
Yes,
I
she.
knew her as a K-pop star first before she
okay.
became an actress.
Okay.
Because I am a fan of Sammy Chang.
Okay.
And she is
Which
considered,
group? Which group was she in?
She's a soloist. Her
Okay.
name, her stage name was Ava, AVA.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like she's like the Korean version of Sammy Chang.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Got it.
when they rise, basically they're famous that
In their own
separately,
field.
Yes. So I knew her as a pop star first.
I see. Were you
Yeah.
excited meeting
Yeah,
them?
and-
Were you starstruck?
Yes.
I would have been so starstruck.
Especially Lee Jung Hyun, because she's completely Asian. She's so beautiful and she has
Yes.
this aura. When she comes in and that everyone just stopped her and just looked at her. Yeah, she's that beautiful. Like, you know, like her perfect skin is even more perfect when you see her in person.
Yeah, correct. Because
Yeah.
this one she has to get dirty and
She has to get
grunty.
dirty and-
Yeah, she has
yeah.
to be grunty,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
But could you? But how was the main actor, the hero,
Yeah.
Is he as serious as he is off stage? Are they all serious or
No.
are they very friendly
so
or
friendly.
funny?
They're so friendly. They're so welcoming, and it's so nice to have conversations with them. I speak a lot with Gang Dong Won because our scene is basically the same. Like because every
This
time
is
we
the
take a break-
teenager girl.
No, Gang Dong Won is the male actor.
The lead,
The
the lead.
lead male actor. So he our scenes are the same. So whenever we take a break, it's the same time. But to have conversation with Lee Jung Hyun, the female star,
a bit
not
difficult
really, a bit
because
difficult because then she takes on, like she goes, she starts.
it's her
scene.
scenes.
Yeah,
it's her scene.
yeah.
Understand. They all speak English, I presume. Little bit.
Kang Dong-won speaks fluent English. Yeah,
Okay.
actually he has an American accent. So when
Yeah, actually, because the first scenes there,
Yeah.
he's all communicating in English with the American
But that
soldiers.
one has a bit more Korean accent.
Yes,
in
correct.
His, but when he speaks perfect English.
And what about the teenagers? The teenager, the
Mira,
little,
I
and the,
love Mira. She's so funny. To me, she's so funny. The reason why I say she's funny is because she takes her job so seriously.
this the small one or
The teenager.
okay, the one that drives the car.
Yes, because the first scene when we are running towards each other, right? She slipped. She slipped, and I managed to catch her. And my first line was, "Are you all right?" And it was so fitting because when she slipped, I picked her up. Then I asked her, "Are you all right?" It was so nice, you know. And then of course they said, "No, that's not it." So we had to reset again, and you could see her beating herself up, like, you know, like she's so like
It's
that.
only one take, you know.
Yes.
I mean, like usually,
Yes.
like movies, you know, I have some actors who do 20 takes and they still never get it right.
No,
But
she's so serious about her work. But when you see her outside, she's fine.
okay,
She's like,
but it's during
teenager.
work.
During work, she's very serious.
And what about the small girl? How old was she?
I believe
Was she
she's
about
four, 5. She's tiny, you know. She's so.
She cannot be 5. 5, you can't be running and all that.
You'll be very surprised. Okay, this Korean, they're so professional. I'm serious. She is.
I thought that she would be like maybe 8 to 10.
No, she's younger.
She's small.
She's so small. Yeah.
You know, and she had to be there longer, right? I'm sure,
Yes.
because she's part of the main cast.
Yes.
I'm supposed her mother was also there, or there was a mender.
There was a manager who takes care of the 2 girls.
Okay. But she's such a perky. She's every time she comes on, she lights up the scene.
Yeah, but she's also very professional because she can actually cry on cue.
I think all actors in any drama or theater production should be able to learn how to cry on cue. How can you call yourself an actor if you cannot cry on cue?
Yeah, but this one is
It's
extreme,
like,
okay?
excuse me, like what? You cannot cry on cue? You need what? Pepper? You need chili under your eyes? What kind of actors is that? But here's the thing: watching the whole movie, which I say, please go and watch.
Yeah.
And even though you have, of course, the heartthrob hero,
Yes.
who is like gorgeous, he's just so handsome, and of course Eva.
Mm.
The what I like about Peninsula is it's very female centric.
Yes.
In fact, it was the actress Eva. What's her character that
Lee
actually
Jung
said
Hyun is her
yes,
name. Mingju.
Mingju that save the hero and of course her two kids. I mean, she sacrificed herself, and of course the whole show. If you look at it, it was the two girls that saved the hero. And it was also their plan
Mm.
and the fact that they've been in that island for so long.
Yeah.
So and also it's so nice to actually see girls, not only grown female actors, but girls as well in
Mm.
action roles. So what do you have to say about women and girls playing action roles in, and what it says about our representation in
Mm.
the whole industry right now?
I think it's great
Mm-mm.
because women are powerful, like
Mm-mm.
we are equal to men. Actually, we are more stronger than men, and I welcome that, and I think the world should embrace that as well.
Correct.
You
And
know?
I do see it in
Yeah.
what Peninsula has done as well. I mean, I like the fact that the female characters were not just by the way.
Yeah.
Some action movies is they're just by the way.
Yeah.
They are either the bad girl or the girl that the hero like Tom Cruise, like MI6 have to go and get some plutonium
Yeah.
from. It's always you're by the way. You're there
Yeah.
because you're needed,
Yeah.
they are never the one solely responsible to be one of the girls that saved the day,
Yeah.
including Major Jane, kan?
Yeah, guys. Hey, you all better watch, it's nice story.
It is a nice story. And now more females are taking on action roles. In fact, more
Yes.
female are not only taking on action roles, they are leading
Mm.
the industry. Maybe
Yeah.
not every action movie, but with like my favorites in the last couple of years have been Lara Croft, of course. We've got the old guard,
Yeah, Charlize Theron. Oh my
oh my
God, I'm
god,
so blown away.
so amazing. But
Yes.
also she did the blonde one,
Mm.
the one in Europe, I think,
Atomic
Atomic Bomb.
Atomic Blonde.
Blonde, yeah,
Yeah.
Atomic Blonde, which was
Yes.
amazing
So
fighting
good. Yeah.
scenes. Of course, we cannot forget about the Scarlett Johansson, Black
Yes.
Widow,
Black
which I'm
Widow.
still
I'm so
waiting.
looking forward to.
Still
And also,
waiting, kan?
yeah, Wonder Woman 1984.
I
Oh my
know.
God, I'm so looking
We
forward
are
to
all
that as well.
still waiting.
Yeah.
What do you say? Like
Mm.
like, do you think right now the industry, especially, okay, I know overseas they started to look into let's do this female
Yeah.
thing, and I think more money, and now the power in future is female.
Yes.
What about Malaysian productions and industry? Do you think we are forward thinking enough to actually build strong female characters, even action characters here in Malaysian production? You can be very honest. Don't worry. This is not era.
Wow. Yeah. I feel that I
For
feel that
Malaysia.
there is, for Malaysia, okay. There is a growth. First things first, I think Malaysians should support Malaysian films, because if you all come and sokong, and from your sokong, then it creates
Mm-mm.
more news, more wave, more demand, and from there we can grow this industry. Once we grow this industry, we can do a lot of things, like fundings can come and stuff like that. So coming back to female representation, like
Yes.
strong, powerful
Mm-mm.
women in
Mm-mm.
film, I think we do have. There is a way to do it. Of course, we need great script writers to create such a character. And
Why do you think that hasn't happened yet? Do you
um,
think that there is no script writers that are willing to do that, or do you think that the industry is so jaded with the regular run of what would work in Malaysia and what do people want to see, that they are not taking a risk with writing strong female characters that goes beyond your normal, cerita
yeah.
cerita kasih.
Cerita kasih. I
Cerita.
think, yeah, like I said, it all comes back to support. Yeah, support first. Like if we all support.
Don't you think that the
Yeah.
support is there? It's just that no one's giving
Mm,
that the public
yeah.
that thing to support.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
I mean, like, do you think that there is enough support in the Malaysian industry for movies, or?
I think it's becoming.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I believe that it's becoming. But we also have to take baby steps as well. I'm sure the filmmakers, because they don't want to take risk, so they produce what sells first,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So, but then again, if there is a demand, like it will open doors to many things. I always believe in our country and our filmmaking as well. So I think there is a future for this, for strong female
Characters.
characters. Can bulldoze man. Yeah,
Correct.
sure.
It doesn't always have to be a triangle love affair,
Yes.
like the normal drama that is
Mm.
out there. What about you as an actress? I know you do a lot of things. Like initially we were talking about how you uh what do you call this?
Fashion show
You
produce.
fashion show produce, but
Plus
also
size
in
model.
Norway.
Yeah.
Was that your own production as well?
Well, basically, I was approached by my ex-classmate,
Mhm.
Karen.
Perhaps you tell everyone what you actually graduate from this
Okay.
school, which I can never pronounce because it's very atas. You okay?
No lah. Okay. So basically, I studied performing arts and clowning at École Philippe Gaulier. It's in Paris.
And this clowning wood does not mean that she is available for your children's party in your swimming pool on Sunday. It's an art form. It's an
Yes.
actual art form.
So from after I graduated, I was approached by my Norwegian classmate Karen, and Karen asked me, "Hey, do you want to create a show together? Let's work together." And I told her, to be honest, coming back, and I was self-funded. I do have a lot of friends who help me, lend money, something, donate as well, and things like that. So I need to pay that off first. So I explained to her that give me some time to finish off my debts and stuff like that, and maybe we can start working on creating a show.
Correct.
So, and she managed to get her the government to sponsor us. They give us funding.
Everything.
Yeah. Yes. So funding to fly me there, to feed me, and also to accommodate me. And that's,
Okay.
to me,
Honestly,
already
that's
amazing.
enough. That's
Yes.
already enough because the
Yeah.
rest you can get from ticket sales and all that.
Yes.
How was your experience there? What kind of show was it in Norway?
Okay, so basically the show is called Didn't Know That About You.
Mm-mm.
There were three of us, Karen, David, and I. David's from the UK, Karen's from Norway, and I from Malaysia. So what we created is a show that is targeted to young audience, like young adults actually.
Okay, you're talking about teenagers?
Teenagers,
All right.
yeah. So we're targeting because that's how we got the funding, because the government said that if you can create show for young adults, then we can fund you, and then you can try and tour in around Norway.
So you toured?
No, we haven't. We are actually on hold because of
COVID?
COVID-19.
Yes.
I
alright.
was supposed to perform for a spring festival.
Then tak jadi.
Tak jadi, and then pushing it to next year.
Okay.
Yeah, from that, then they will try and pick, if we are good, then they will pick us, then we get to tour the schools and we get to share our show.
Correct. So what's the show about?
Okay, so basically the show is about things that adolescents go through, like sexual harassment, rape, name calling, all sorts. Yeah.
That's such a wonderful show. I don't think that I think you should bring it back and do here because having a teenager of 15,
Yes.
there's a lot of things that they don't teach in school. There's a lot of things that they don't address.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment, name callings,
Yeah.
bullying,
Yes.
fat shaming.
Yes, everything. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So we put it in a show. We condense it in a sense that we didn't make it like very serious in the sense that, oh, it's not a lecture, because when you lecture a child, they get turned off, right?
Mm-mm.
So what we did was we created the three gods that came down from the Greek heaven. So basically, the old gods, the Greek gods, realize that no one is praying
Praying to them.
to them. Okay,
Mm.
so these three Greek gods came down
Mm-mm.
to make these people, the current 2020 people, to
Mm-mm.
fall in love,
With them again.
yes, and hopefully, like they will pray to us back.
Uh-huh.
So but then again, because when was the great tragedy and the
Correct,
gods,
correct.
it's like so long ago, so they have to relearn what is in and what's not, all the like no sexual harassment, and like, and things like that, and gender, the different types of gender now. You
Yes.
cannot just say he she now, and
How
stuff
many?
like that.
Okay, that gender is a good question. So,
Yeah.
what do you all call them? Them?
Yeah, the non-binary is them, they them.
They them?
Yes.
So it's like, oh, do they like to drink water?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, so what we do is, instead of giving a lecture and focus on the victim, what we want to educate the kids is this. Okay, if you see a potential rape that's happening, right,
Okay.
you, as friends around, that you already know this guy is like harassing or messing with this girl, what we do is, as a group, like, your friend is already like that, you pull your friend away. You don't watch and say, oh, she's gonna get it. No, you try and teach the children to be more receptive, like they know, like he's up to no good. You
Mhm.
take him away. If he's really drunk, then feed him water, get him sober, like, distract him rather than just allowing it to happen. So that's what we are trying to do, and that's what we are trying to reach out in a very fun way. Yeah.
Oh, so was there also a lot of audience interaction and participation?
Yes. Yes. It's so fun. I can't wait to go back, and I can't wait to. I'm hoping we could have enough fun to tour to Asia as well.
Yeah, that would be amazing. How what do you call this how was the reaction from the teens when you did those shows?
At first, when we were acting as gods, and they were a bit put off. It's like, oh my god, it's so put on and stuff like that. So as part of the show, we start peeling off this image, and we become ourselves.
Okay.
So when we become ourselves, and then they could understand why we needed to create such an image of a god first.
Why?
Because it's something that people always look up to gods. So basically, like David, who holds the character of Zeus.
So it was Zeus and which other two?
Zeus, Athena, that's myself, and also Aphrodite, which
So
is Karen.
with Aphrodite, the goddess of love,
Yes.
Athena, the goddess of
War,
war
battle strategy.
and battle strategy.
And Zeus is the god of all gods. So basically, we created Zeus to be really charming. And because he's charming, right, there were some things that he does with the audience interaction, like,
that works.
can also be considered a harassment.
Oh.
But because he is so charming, that people just laugh it off. And there we are as the other two gods, and said, no, that's not right. Just because he's funny, it doesn't mean that he's allowed to touch you. We're trying to teach them that, yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I hope you get your funding.
Yeah, I hope
And
so too.
yeah, and I really hope you tour not only there, but please do try and make it back in KL. At least to tour here in Penang,
Yes,
because
I want to
because I think our teens really need it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about, since we've got 10 more minutes with Bella.
Are you serious?
Okay lah, 5 minutes pun boleh lah. Okay, now I want to get a little personal with you. So,
Okay.
are you attached? Are you seeing anyone? Is there a elder Kim somewhere?
I'm single. I only know how to work. Yeah.
What's your type? What type of person
Uh,
will get Bella Rahim all excited?
It's so strange that my type is completely opposite from me. Tall, skinny, fair.
What?
Yeah.
So you like
different.
skinny Chinese boys?
Yes, yeah.
You haven't found anybody in the last couple. We work too much. I know.
No, yeah, we work too much. That's why I have not. The only thing I focus on is just work.
I think
Yeah.
with independent women like us, I read it somewhere. This is not by me, but was a meme that we have so many things to be because we are so independent. We know how to do so many things
Mm.
that we actually don't need a partner in our life.
Yeah.
Because that could affect the kind of everything else that we are already doing.
Mm.
So if you manage to find a partner or the partner managed to come to you and you've accepted,
Yeah.
it's very lucky because it takes an exceptional person for them to be even part of your life,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, because I am so enough that I don't need someone to make me complete,
Do you get lonely?
Um, like maybe like half an hour or an hour and that's it. And then it goes back to work. I do. Of course, I get lonely sometimes when I don't have anything to do. So that's why I'm constantly working so I don't have to think about this.
What would be the ideal characteristic for this tall, thin, fair person
Yeah.
to come?
Fair doesn't mean Chinese only,
Ah,
okay?
yeah, that's why I said.
Hey, you
That's why I said fair,
Thank
and
you,
I'm
thank you.
trying to not put any gender into it because we are all non-binaries. But yeah, what kind of characteristic? We're not talking about physical.
Okay, the person has to be really open and understanding.
Mm-mm.
Because
Look there, look there, look
okay,
there.
the person has to be really open and understanding because the kinds of work I do varies. Like I can be like the boss of the boss where I produce fashion show.
Yes,
Then I
you
could
be
be
bossy. You have to be bossy.
I have
If
to
you
be,
don't be
yeah.
bossy, how are you going to get technician?
Yeah,
Kan?
that's true.
Betul tak?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So then I also have theater people who is completely lepak and who's completely open and they can say and do things, like openly and stuff like that. And they have no filter, which is great as well. So like different levels of people that I deal with, like I don't just, I deal from like contractors to all the way to the biggest celebrity. And my person has to be really, really understanding and open to whoever comes in my way. Yeah. And my priority is always family and work first, of course. Yeah.
And with that in mind, if you are the person with that characteristic, tall, fair, must be tall and fair and skinny, right? Slim. So if chubby a bit tak boleh.
Can.
Ah,
Can.
actually for me, like I'm the chubby one, so I prefer if the person is not chubby because I played with chubby people and it's very hilarious. It looks like the two bear, from the Bear Bear. Yeah, it's like two panda bear trying. It's doesn't cannot work. Like I don't know why, but it's hilarious.
I wouldn't know. Very little experience. So.
All right. So now it's time to say goodbye to Bella and thank you for watching us for this hour. And don't forget to check us out next Thursday with another hour of Seriously Come with a new funny guest. Bye.
Bye.